time is 6 o'clock.
Time to get up.
Start your day with a dose of 98.9 Invicta FM. Get up and be victorious.
Wake up!
It's time to be victorious.
And now it's time for everyone's favorite.
Please welcome the Coffee Morning Drive crew.
In a minute, you will be listening to the program The Dailies Today, a program that aims to provide our listeners with in-depth and comprehensive newspaper headlines coverage. It is also a program that grants our listeners a fair say on opinions and matters of national discourse. However, this comes with great responsibility. Nation building is a task that rests upon our collective shoulders. Therefore, biased, rude, and/or abusive language will not be given a platform here. We urge you to please, always, keep your comments civil.
I want to speak.
Invicta FM is
Different
from every other station you listen to.
in the town.
It's a beautiful Wednesday morning, the 22nd of April, 2026. Welcome to the Dailies Today. The Dailies Today is a program that comes to you every day of the week, where we give you latest stories, latest updates from various national dailies. And today is no exception, because we have some hot, sizzling headlines. Some you may have heard, and some are full-up stories on the ones you heard from last night to this very moment. We have 4 of these papers this morning that we would be going through, and in the course of the program you would have the opportunity to call in, send messages, and air your opinions based on the headlines that would be read out this morning. And as always, we always emphasize to be civil when we're making our comments, and also when you're typing your messages, go through them before you send those messages. This morning we have papers coming from the Punch newspaper, stories from the Daily Trust, Daily Post, and we have stories from the Guardian newspaper. Very hot, sizzling headlines. It's the Coffee Morning Drive on Invicta 98.9. My name is Job Daniel.
And I am Mabel Iduma.
Together, we'll bring you the program this morning. Before we begin, we'll go on a commercial break, but before then, we're streaming live on Facebook on Invicta FM 98.9. Just go there, go drop your comments, and we're streaming live on YouTube. On YouTube is Invicta 98.9 FM online TV. So just go there, go subscribe, and also all our social media platforms on TikTok, X, Instagram, all of them at Invicta FM 989. So just go there and enjoy the fun, the contents that we would be uploading time and time again. So let's go on a commercial break. We would be right back.
It's time to be victorious.
We'll be right back after this quick commercial break.
Are you serious? Invicta FM.
It's amazing how your child grows up before your eyes. Enable their thriving development. and the care they need with the new NanKid 4 with HMOs to support your child's development, probiotics to help your child's digestion and development, and high-quality proteins to support age-appropriate growth. And all of these work together to support your child's development and growth today and tomorrow. NanKid 4. Nourish your child's potential.
Mama ne masu kyau sun sani, Dettol na tsaro kowace rana. Idan aka fito waje, neman arziki fa, kasuwanci kuma fa, yara na wasa a taɓo, amma ban damu ba. Awanni 12 na tsaro kowace rana.
Da amfani koyaushe, Dettol yana da sinadarin tsaro na tsawon awanni 12. Dettol, tsare iyalanku daga ƙwayoyin cututtuka sama da 100 domin su zauna cikin ƙoshin lafiya.
Dettol, be 100% sure.
To jama'a, bismillah a tattaru. Yawa, ku bar lambar mutum ɗaya daga cikin ku in tura muku kuɗin ku.
A'a, to fa, oga, me yasa?
Sai in ta biyan kananan caje-caje dan na tura kuɗi? To, waye na iya ba haka?
To kai oga, ai Smart Cash masu kaifin basira ke amfani da.
Smart me?
Smart Cash, guda ka gani ko sai ba sa caja.
Kai, haka take ba.
A ji daɗin yin kowane irin ciniki kyauta babu caji tare da Smart Cash. Ko da ko tura kuɗi ne, biyan kuɗi ko sayan katin waya. Babu wani dogon labari, aiki ne tsantsa da cikawa. Zazzage manhajar Smart Cash ko ka danna star 939# a yau. Smart Cash daga Airtel.
Abokina wasa fa na yin kyau ba na ga maka kulab ɗinmu ne zai yi nasara ba amma baka yarda ba wai ko baka saurare na ne me kake tunani ne
abokina ni fa tunani na ba anan yake ba ina tunanin ta yaya zan biya kuɗin makaranta gashi har yanzu ba komai a hannu gaskiya na gaji
a'a me zai hana ka samu rance tun da kai ma'aikaci ne ana ba da bashi har zuwa naira miliyan 5 ga ma'aikatan gwamnati kuma ba tare da wani ya tsaya maka ba kawai kana iya kiran star 5120# yanzu na a wayarka zaka samu rancen a cikin mintuna 5
da gaske Iye, ashe gaskiya ne, gashi har sun turo mani alert, sharp gaskiya, na gode.
Kana iya ziyartar ofishin Credit Direct wato sharp da ke lamba 6, Yakubu Gawon Way, harabar bankin FCMB, kusa da babban bankin Najeriya wato CBN a garin Kaduna. Ko ka kira lambar waya, 747-47-2266. Akwai sharuɗa da ƙa'idoji.
Ready to run your money better? Download Bill Station now. iOS or Android Play Store, just search Bill Station. Or go straight online at BillStation.com. Bill Station, no stress, just control.
Yanzu lokaci ne na garabasar samun nasarar Indomie. Muna ƙara cin Indomie, muna ƙara samun nasara.
Kamar yaya?
Ku tara emtin ledojin Indomie noodles guda 10 mai gram 70 ko mai gram 120 wato super pack. Ku kai su cibiyar karɓar garabasar nasarar Indomie domin samun damar cin kyautar paketin Indomie mai gram 70.
Yawancin Indomie, yawan damar cin nasara. Domin ƙarin bayani ku biyo mu a shafin Indomie Arewa Facebook ko ku tuntuɓi cibiyar garabasar mafi kusa da ku. Indomie, ingantaccen abinci.
Domin nasara.
Mama, yanzu na zan wanke maki fararen kayan nan naki.
To, amma ba wanke su kawai zaki ba. Ki tabbatar kin yi amfani da haifo domin yana cire duk wani takaddarin tabo yana kuma sa fararen kayana su ƙara haske kalkal.
Haka ne, kada ku amince da tabo, ku tabbatar farinku ya ƙara haske kalkal.
Duk abin da kuke yi muna ganin ƙoƙarinku cikin iyali kuna nuna so muna jin daɗin hakan. Power oil muna nan da ku mun tsaftace dukkanin ɗigo akan 200 naira mu haɗu mu yaɗa soyayya. A duk sanda ka yarda da mu a gurin yi muna ganin ku shi ne sa muka yi na 200 sace sai da ku. Kuna dalilin wannan tsari mai sauki ku more wannan sachet akan 200 naira. Za ku samu Power Oil Mini Pack sachet akan 200 naira.
Power Oil, hey, Power Oil.
Yeah, so this is Jolly Johnny on the streets. How well do you know Maggi chicken flavor? Oh yeah, spell celery.
SELARY.
Celery. Bros, you want to turn to salary? Okay, spell turmeric.
Turmeric.
Yes, so.
Turmeric.
Correct. 1 carton of Maggi chicken flavor for you.
Maggi chicken flavor with onions, celery, and turmeric. My game changer.
Yana da daɗi, da ɗanɗano tare da Cremella. Ga sauƙi, yana da daɗi a kunu ko shayi.
Yi nishaɗin ɗanɗano mai arziki da daɗi na Cremella Crema, cikakke don babban ɗanɗano a shayi, koko, kofi da sauran zaɓin abinci.
Ya daɗi da ɗanɗano tare da Cremella.
Ƙara ɗanɗano da Cremella.
Kai, Lami, yau na yi kewar girkin ki sosai.
Me gida, ni ma na yi kewar naka. Ka tuna lokacin da nake da ciki kai ne kake dafa mana abinci?
Shi yasa nake son ki sake, don na ci gaba da miki girki.
A'a, jikina na buƙatar hutu, aƙalla shekaru 3.
3 kuma, ai wata 6 makin murmure.
To ka fara, zan sauko zuwa shekaru 2 da wata 6.
Mu dai ce shekaru 2.
Amma ka tabbata ka cika alƙawari fa.
To shikenan na amince.
Tattaunawa tsakanin ma'aurata yana da muhimmanci. Mu tattauna.
Kana aiki kuma kana so ka ji sababbin labarai da yana faruwa a Najeriya, ka kunna rediyon ka kana ji Invicta 98.9 FM Kaduna.
Welcome back from that commercial break. And now let's go straight to reading out the headlines this morning. And starting with the Punch newspaper, from the Punch newspaper. This headline says, alleged coup plot, Silva, 5 others arraigned. Officers' wives seek justice. Alleged coup plot, Silva, 5 others arraigned. Officers' wives seek justice. The federal government will today, Wednesday, arraign 6 individuals, including 2 retired senior military officers and a serving police inspector, before the Federal High Court in Abuja over an alleged plot to wage war against Nigeria and overthrow the president.
2.25 million elderly Nigerians face poverty risk by 2050. Last done. 2.25 million elderly Nigerians face poverty risk by 2050. Last done. A professor of social gerontology, gender and development studies at Lagos State University, Olarewaju Abioye, has raised the alarm that about 25 million elderly Nigerians are at risk of inadequate support and living in poverty by 2050.
Trial, El-Rufai may miss ADC presidential primary. El-Rufai may miss ADC presidential primary. A Kaduna State High Court on Tuesday ordered that former Kaduna State Governor Nasir El-Rufai remains in the custody of the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission pending a ruling on his bail application. The trial judge, Darius Kobo, fixed the first week of June for ruling after listening to arguments from both the prosecution and the defense on the bail requests.
Anglican Bishop urges credible poll, transparent governance. Anglican Bishop urges credible poll, transparent governance. The diocesan bishop of the Anglican Diocese of Ife Olubumi Akinlade, has called for the credible elections and stronger economic accountability, warning that public trust in governance depends on transparency and responsible leadership.
And talking sports from the Punch newspaper, Adekboju backs Iheanacho's Eagles return. Adekboju backs Iheanacho's Eagles return. Former Nigerian international Mutiu Adekboju has backed Kelechi Iheanacho for a return to the Super Eagles, citing the striker's resurgence in form with Celtic despite an injury-disrupted campaign. Punch Sports Extra reports Iheanacho, who joined the Scottish side in the summer, has endured a challenging season due to recurring hamstring problems, but have limited his game time. For these and other stories, you grab a copy of the Punch newspaper, either online or you go to a newspaper stand.
When you talk of music, we've got them here. Information, we've got them here.
Nigerian celebrities have not been secretive with their mental health issues.
Varieties of sound. Everything you need on Invicta 98.9 FM.
By the end of the night, enter bathroom, fresh up.
From the Punch newspaper, we pick up the Daily Trust newspaper.
Governor Yusuf picks Garo as deputy. Governor Yusuf picks Garo as deputy. Governor Abba Kabir Yusuf has named Alhaji Mutra Sule Garo as deputy governor. This follows the resignation of Comrade Abdusalam Gwarazo. Gwazo had fallen out with Yusuf after he dumped the New Nigerian People's Party, NNPP, for the All Progressive Congress, APC.
Still from the Daily Trust, Tinubu blames poor planning for Nigeria's challenges. Tinubu blames poor planning for Nigeria's challenges. President Bola Tinubu on Tuesday attributed Nigeria's development and growth challenges to the failure of previous administrations to adopt serious long-term planning frameworks. Tinubu spoke at the presidential villa in Abuja while hosting a delegation of Enugu State stakeholders led by Governor Peter Mba.
Tinubu sacks Wale Edun Dangiwa. Tinubu sacks Wale Edun Dangiwa. President Bola Tinubu has sacked Wale Edun, Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy. Edun was sacked alongside Ahmed Muda Dangiwa, Minister of Housing and Urban Development. Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Senator George Akume, announced this in a memo.
Still from the Daily Trust, El-Rufai again on the news. El-Rufai to remain in custody till June. El-Rufai to remain in custody till June. Kaduna State High Court on Tuesday denied bail to the former governor of Kaduna State, Nasir El-Rufai. The presiding judge, Justice Darius Kobo, adjourned further proceedings in El-Rufai's trial to the first week of June after hearing arguments from counsel. The case is expected to continue on a day-to-day basis at the next sitting.
Onyeka wins championship title with Coventry Leicester City. Onyeka wins championship title with Coventry Leicester City, related to the League One. The Super Eagles of Nigeria midfielder Frank Onyeka has won the English Championship with Coventry City. The title win was confirmed after Coventry smashed Portsmouth 5-1 at the Coventry Building Society Arena, with Onyeka lasting over an hour during which he ensured Coventry was 3 goals up before he was rested by coach Frank Lampard.
For these and other stories, you grab a copy of the Daily Trust newspaper, either online or you go to a newspaper stand.
I want to speak.
Speak. Invicta FM is
different
from every other station you listen to.
In the town.
From the Daily Trust, we pick up the Daily Posts. NRM, court strikes out suit seeking to commit INEC chairman Professor Amopito to jail. NRM, court strikes out suit seeking to commit INEC chairman Professor Amopito to jail. The Federal High Court in Abuja has struck out a contempt charge seeking to commit the chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission, Professor Joash Amopito, to prison for alleged flagrant disobedience to the order of the court.
I'm concerned about election manipulation in collation centers, Atiku says. I'm concerned about election manipulation in collation centers, Atiku. Former Vice President Atiku Abubakar on Tuesday raised concerns over alleged election manipulation at collation centers, stressing the urgency of implementing effective countermeasures to address the issue. Atiku made the remark when he met with the members of the Coalition for Democracy movement, led by Dr. Jubril Shehu Mustafa, while discussing issues focused on strengthening electoral integrity and nationwide political coordination.
Why NIPR chose Ubasani as patron, says Information Minister. Why NIPR chose Ubasani as patron, says Information Minister. The Minister of Information and National Orientation, Alhaji Mohammed Idris, has described Governor Ubasani as one of the most friendly communication associates in Nigeria, and that is why he was honored as patron of the Nigerian Institute of Public Relations.
UTME 2026, why some results are still withheld. JAMB. UTME 2026, why some results are still withheld. JAMB. The Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board, JAMB, has explained why some candidates that sat for the 2026 Unified Tertiary Matriculation Examination are seeing a no result yet status when checking their results. In a statement signed by JAMB spokesperson Fabian Benjamin, on Tuesday, the board said the development affects underage candidates whose results have not been released.
From one examination board to another, this is on certificate forgery. Dismissed NECO staff sentenced to 24 years imprisonment. Certificate forgery dismissed NECO staff sentenced to 24 years imprisonment. The Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission, ICPC, has secured the conviction of a dismissed staff member of the National Examinations Council, Abdul Wahab Sule, for offences bordering on certificate forgery and related corrupt practices.
NPFL slams Kano pillars with 15 million naira fine for violent conduct. NPFL slams Kano pillars with 15 million naira fine for violent conduct. Kano pillars have been fined a sum of 15 million naira for breaching the Nigerian Premier Football League NPFL framework in their clash with Rivers United. The Masu Gida failed to provide adequate and effective security, resulting in authorized persons gaining access to restricted areas.
For these and other stories, you grab a copy of the Daily Post newspaper, either online or you go to a newspaper stand. The last paper is the Guardian newspaper, and from the Guardian newspaper, Wale Edu pens emotional tribute to Tinubu, highlights economic gains after reforms. Wale Edu pens emotional tribute to Tinubu, highlights economic gains after reforms. Former Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Wale Edu, has expressed his profound gratitude to President Bola Tinubu and Nigerians for the opportunity to serve in the current administration. In a statement, Edu said it was an honor to contribute to Nigeria's economic reforms, having served as head of the Presidential Transition Committee, Special Advisor on Monetary Policy, and later as Finance Minister.
Kemanji attack. Abdulrazak approves 20 million to families of slain soldiers. Abdulrazak approves 20 million to families of slain soldiers. The Kwara State Governor, Malam Abdul Rahman, on Tuesday visited the 6 soldiers wounded during the early Monday bandits attack on Kemanji community in Kayamana local government, in which 3 soldiers and 1 member of vigilance team were killed.
Kalu Nwankwo clash on INEX independence. Kalu Nwankwo clash on INEX independence. Former governor of Abia State, Senator Orji Kalu, has dismissed allegations that the ruling All Progressives Congress is manipulating the electoral system to weaken opposition parties, insisting that the Independent National Electoral Commission remains independent and deserving of public trust.
Nigeria spent 2.2 billion naira yearly on vaccines, says NPHCDA boss. Nigeria spends 2.2 billion naira yearly on vaccines, said NPHCDA boss. About 2.2 billion naira is spent every year by the Nigerian government on the procurement of vaccines for routine immunization. The immunization ensures that children are protected against childhood killer diseases. The money is paid for in part by the federal government and in part through partnerships with donors such as the Gavi Vaccine Alliance.
And lastly, from the Guardian newspaper, the sporting story, battle for top spots, survival may go to the wire. Battle for top spots, survival may go to the wire. The winner of the 2025 and 26 Nigeria Premier Football League season may not emerge until the final day, following the yo-yo behavior of the teams at the top of the table. Yesterday, the NPFL announced that the clubs will be observing a break this weekend in deference to the Nigeria Football Federation's President Cup window. For these and other stories, you grab a copy of the Guardian newspaper, either online or you go to a newspaper stand. Let's go on a commercial break, and when we return, we pick calls and read messages based on the headlines that have been read out. It's still the Dailies today on Invicta 98.9. So don't you go anywhere, we'll be right back.
And now it's time for everyone's favorite.
Please welcome the Coffee Morning Drive crew. Invicta FM, we'll be right back.
Yeah, so this is Jolly Johnny on the streets. How well do you know Maggi chicken flavor? Oh yeah, spell celery.
SELARIE. Celery.
Bros, you want turn to salary? Okay, spell turmeric.
TURMERIC.
Yes, so
turmeric.
Correct. 1 carton of Maggi chicken flavor for you.
Maggi chicken flavor with onions, celery, and turmeric. My game changer.
Gabatar muku da sabon jig na jaka, yanzu fararen tufafinka za su yi haske da sheki da kuma kiyaye kashi 99.9 na kwayoyin cuta a farfajiya da sauran wurare. Kawai ka jika da jig na jaka.
Yana da daɗi, da ɗanɗano tare da Cremella. Ga sauƙi, yana da daɗi a kunu ko shayi.
Yi nishaɗin ɗanɗano mai arziki da daɗi na Cremella Crema, cikakke don babban ɗanɗano a shayi, koko, kofi da sauran zaɓin abinci.
Ya daɗi da ɗanɗano tare da Cremella.
Ƙara ɗanɗano da Cremella.
Ojiyabba shakata wajen more kira da naira 100 ka salamu kuɗin ka sai MTN da kuna samun matsala wurin kira dan ba ku da kati to sauki ya samu in ka sa naira 100 zaka samu naira 400 a layin MTN domin shiga tsarin ku sa naira 100 sannan ku danna tauraro 889 hash za ku iya amfani da shi cikin kwana ɗaya. Shakata da tsarin MTN G's Plus don more kira sharuɗa da ka'idoji sun shafi wannan.
Omo bills dey choke. No wahala. With Bill Station, you pay sharp. Light, data, transfer, one app, no stress, fast, secure, anytime. Bill Station, where your money dey work.
Wani kunshi wannan shi nake kira gida ya cika.
Mana, ai ni ce na cika.
Ho ho ho. wane ne yake maganar ki? Ni ina maganar paketin madarar Peak Yogurt wanda yake a hannunki ne.
Aha! Muna gabatar da lita ɗaya na paketin madarar Peak Yogurt, wato Peak Yogurt Drink 1 liter Full House Pack, tare da tsarin armashi da ke kunshe cikin tatacciyar madarar saniya. A rarrabawa mutanen gida kowa ya ji daɗi, tare da samun moriyan isasshen vitamin da yake ciki.
Peak. Reach for your peak.
Abokina wasa fa na yin kyau, ba na ga maka kulab ɗinmu ne zai yi nasara ba amma baka yarda ba, wai ko baka saurare na ne, me kake tunani ne?
Abokina ni fa tunani na ba anan yake ba, ina tunanin ta yaya zan biya kuɗin makaranta, gashi har yanzu ba komai a hannu. Gaskiya na gaji.
A'a, me zai hana ka samu rance tun da kai ma'aikaci ne? Ana ba da bashi har zuwa naira miliyan 5 ga ma'aikatan gwamnati, kuma ba tare da wani ya tsaya maka ba. Kawai kana iya kiran star 5120 hash yanzu na a wayarka, zaka samu rancen a cikin mintuna 5.
Da gaske? Iye, ashe gaskiya ne, gashi har sun turo mani alert, sharp gaskiya, na gode.
Kana iya ziyartar ofishin Credit Direct wato sharp da ke lamba 6 Yakubu Gawon harabar bankin FCMB kusa da babban bankin Najeriya wato CBN a garin Kaduna, ko ka kira lambar waya 0700-4700-2266. Akwai sharuɗa da ƙa'idoji.
The spread of misinformation, disinformation, and hate speech remains a serious threat to peaceful coexistence and social cohesion. False and unverified information, whether religious, political, ethnic, or tribal, can create tension, destroy trust, and trigger violence in our communities.
As responsible citizens, we all have a duty to protect peace. Before you share any message, pause, verify the source, fact-check the information, think critically about the content, and its possible consequences.
Do not allow yourself to be used to spread rumors, falsehood, or messages capable of causing division.
Peace grows when youth and women speak up. When communities choose dialogue, conflicts reduce. Truth builds peace. Lies destroy it.
Verify before you share. Say no to fake news and hate speech. Yes to peace, unity, and a stronger community. This message is brought to you by the Center for Democracy and Development.
Haba talle, ragin kudin yashi menene a duniya da baka neman ragi?
Akwai abu daya, wato tsarin tazarar haihuwa.
Ban gane ba.
Saboda shi kadai ne kyauta. Mado, duk lokacin da na je asibiti da iyalina dangane da tsarin tazarar haihuwa to kyauta ne, ko dai a caji kuɗi kalilan.
To ko shine dalilin lakabinka na tallatushen tattali?
Hakika ina iya taya komai, amma banda tsarin tazarar haihuwa.
Ikon Allah, ya dace ka sani a hanya.
Ba komai, sai mu fara daga ragin kuɗin yashin nan tukunna.
Ziyarci cibiyar lafiya mafi kusa domin farawa, ko a kira lambar waya 222 wannan sako ne daga ma'aikatar lafiya tare da tallafin gamayyar kungiyoyin Aidar Pronet da FEM.
Kyautuwar iyali, uba, 'ya'ya da ma'uwa.
Yanzu lokaci ne na garabasar samun nasarar Indomie. Muna ƙara cin Indomie, muna ƙara samun nasara.
Kamar yaya?
Ku tara emtin ledojin Indomie noodles guda 10 mai gram 70 ko mai gram 120 wato super pack. Ku kai su cibiyar karɓar garabasar nasarar Indomie domin samun damar cin kyautar paketin Indomie mai gram 70.
Yawancin Indomie, yawan damar cin nasara.
Domin ƙarin bayani ku biyo mu a shafin Indomie Arewa Facebook ko ku tuntuɓi cibiyar garabasar mafi kusa da ku. Indomie, ingantaccen abinci.
Domin nasara.
Duk abin da kuke yi muna ganin ƙoƙarinku cikin iyali kuna nuna so muna jin daɗin hakan. Power oil muna nan da ku mun tsaftace dukkanin ɗigo akan 200 naira mu haɗu mu yaɗa soyayya. A duk sanda ka yarda da mu a gurin yi muna ganin ku shi ne sa muka yi na 200 sashe sai da ku. Kuna dalilin wannan tsari mai sauki ku more wannan sachet akan 200 naira. Za ku samu Power Oil Mini Pack sachet akan 200 naira.
Power Oil, Power Oil.
Is that Alfie playing football in the rain?
It's Toby Chio.
My goodness. When did he
grow up. That's it with kids, so.
It's amazing how your child grows up before your eyes. Enable their thriving development with the new NanKid 4 with HMOs to support your child's development, probiotics, and high-quality proteins to support age-appropriate growth. NanKid 4. Nourish your child's potential.
Mai gida, zo ka ji yadda jaririn ke motsi a cikina.
In ji? Lallai, da alama wannan na da ƙarfi sosai.
Mana, da wa kake gani zai yi kama?
Da ni mana.
A'a, da ni wannan zai yi kama.
To wanda zai zo bayan wannan zai yi kama da ke.
Tabɗi, to har yaushe zan jira wancan ya zo?
Kamar shekara 2 haka.
Kaga a lokacin na samu ƙwarin jiki.
Tattaunawa tsakanin ma'aurata yana da muhimmanci. Mu tattauna.
Mama ne masu kyau sun sani Dettol na tsaro kowace rana. Idan aka fito waje, neman arziki fa, kasuwanci kuma fa, yara na wasa a taɓo. Amma ban damu ba, awanni 12 na tsaro kowace rana.
Da amfani koyaushe, Dettol yana da sinadarin tsaro na tsawon awanni 12.
Sani Dettol na tsaro.
Dettol, tsare iyalanku daga ƙwayoyin cututtuka sama da 100 domin su zauna cikin ƙoshin lafiya.
Dettol, be 100% sure.
I've been sit down for side, they look wetin politicians they do for my country. I can't begin vex with how them take the run things from pack to loot and later tiff. The situation too vex me. I can't decide to get my PVC to vote all of them out. After election, them still win again. This time, the matter come to vex me until when I realize say only me no fit to vote out bad leaders. I use vex, buy material, so agbada, come join politics. I tell myself, say, if I no fit to vote them out, I go there myself to change the situation of all Nigerians. But after I win election, Obanje enter my body. Me self come begin to tiff and back money, Nigerians. Now we they do ourselves. Good leadership, they start from homes. Train your children with good morals and values. And when them reach up there, if a political Ogbanje see them, it go run.
Welcome back from that commercial break, and now it's time for you to be part of the program by calling the studio lines this morning. And as a rule on the program, turn down the volume of your radio set. Stick to the time, 2 minutes and 2 minutes only. And when you call, please ensure that you keep your comments civil so that we can have a meaningful conversation this morning. So please address the headlines and only the headlines that have been read out this morning. Any headline outside my headlines would not be welcome this morning. So ensure that you keep your comments civil. Let's have a meaningful conversation this morning. The numbers to call are 081 40,000 989. Line 2 is 070 87800 989. 081 40,000 989. 070 87800 989. You can also send messages on the live stream on Invicta FM 98.9, and you can also send messages through our WhatsApp number on 090 98 900 989. 090 98 900 989 is the number that you send your messages on WhatsApp. Please, if you're sending on WhatsApp, do not come on live stream on Facebook to send us a message. And you can also not copy the message that you sent on Facebook live stream or YouTube and come and drop it in the WhatsApp comment section. Please, let's ensure that we stick to one platform. When we get to those platforms, we would read your messages, and also that's on either of the platforms. So let's avoid replicating some of these messages. Once again, the numbers are 081 40,000 99, 070 87800 99, and as always, keep your comments civil. Hello, good morning. Yes, good morning.
Yeah, my name is Chief Arel.
All right, Chief, go ahead.
God bless you. Wale Edu Sack. You see, Job Daniel, when you are getting the diagnosis very wrong, there's no way you can get the prescription right. That is exactly what happened to Bola Tinubu and his ministers. You see, Bola Tinubu concentrated on only Lagos. Lagos is just fractional part of Nigeria. And by the time you look at Obasanjo, when Obasanjo was about to become the president of our dear country, Nigeria, Bola Tinubu had to seek for advice from the World Bank. That is where we had Okonjo Iweala, we had Ekwesili, we had Soludo. But Bola Tinubu was concentrating only on Lagos. That is why you now see that his performance was below average, in my own opinion. And the sacking of Wale Edu is welcome. And a good number of ministers, he should put searchlight on them also. In my own opinion, they have performed very poorly. Then about article comment on collation. You see, the problem with our dear country, especially when it comes to election, is on collation. Collation is where the evil are being perpetrated. And then the early they look at it, the better for our country, Nigeria. Most of the time, they breastfeed the ballot box with fake papers. And that is why we have to stand up and make sure that we have a credible election. God bless our country, Nigeria.
All right, thank you, Chief. 081 4000989 070 87800 989. Hello, good morning.
God bless you, John.
Yes, good morning.
God bless my lovely sister there. I still remember almost Engineer Emmanuel.
Engineer, go ahead.
Let me begin with the sack of Hindu. Is it for the benefit of Nigeria? Or there was an allegation before now that he was among those who plot coup against Tinubu. Now, 5 of those people, despite the fact but today, it is reality that there was an attempt of the president, and those people will face trial. It's just unfortunate. Now, for me, I have looked at the administration as a complete failure. The primary responsibility of the government to secure lives and property, boost the economy of the country, give the country good roads, good education, then what sustainable does. The only good thing he has done was installing solar in Asuro, which cost over 40 billion. Now, and the kind of journey he has been journeying since 3 years, what was the outcome? Did it increase our GDP? No. It's just unfortunate. It's either civilians being killed or adopted, or our current security agents being killed. Is that how government is? Look at power. Zero. So what will he come to campaign? Now we are hearing people are asking him to come for second time. I begin to wonder, let them come and debate with me and tell me what it was done successful, what we were asking second time come 2027. And I look at the kind of statement that was coming from their mouth, even the chief of staff say that they should keep destroying agency. Yeah, you say you are not afraid, but you are putting confusion in the opposition party. Is that how Goodluck Jonathan did? If Goodluck Jonathan did what they are doing, would they even ever smell that power? But this is a true Democrat, which all of them need to apologize to. And I think who is attacking Jonathan? Jonathan saying he tried his best, and that is not the gospel truth.
Well, that's
because
part of
during his time, life was so easy for Nigeria. But today, they who have been shouting they want power, they are making life difficult for Nigeria. But God, who is the rewarder of every work of every person, will reward them. The one thing I know, Nigeria will succeed, though.
All right,
thank you. From God.
Okay, thank you. Well, the issue of Jonathan, that's not part of my headlines, right? So let's keep that aside. Hello, good morning.
Hello, Jordana, good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Yeah, this is John Bosco from Kudende.
John Bosco, go ahead.
Tinubu is blaming the past president for their poor planning. That is why we are in the condition that we are today. And in one of the headlines, somebody saying 2050, 25 million Nigeria will be in poverty. What a contradiction. He that claimed that he's planning well, and we are hoping that...
Well, John Bosco, get that headline correctly. 25 million elderly Nigerians, not 25 million Nigerians. Okay. Elderly Nigerians.
All right, let me leave that one aside. El-Rufai may be in custody till after election. This is what some of our leaders should know, that power does not last forever, and immunity does not last forever. When El-Rufai was parading himself as semi-god in Kaduna, and almost every part of the country was affecting everybody, he never knew that this would happen. So those that are still doing the same thing now should learn from what is happening today. Then they tell us that 22.5 billion naira was spent on vaccine. I disagree with that too. Because how many children are we having in a year in Nigeria? And how much this vaccine for a child cost that they will spend 22.5 billion naira on vaccine alone? Let our government try to tell us the truth. God bless our country, Nigeria.
All right, thank you very much. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Daniel.
Yes, good morning.
This is Mike from Banawa.
All right, go ahead.
To remain incarcerated till June. The mine is in the midst of tripartite agencies, that is EFCC, ICPC, and DSA. Let me tell you, Daniel, 10 years ago, pounded yam can still burn people in hand, can still be burning, and that is what is happening now. Yes, this is just the outcome of his character when he was there as the governor. He has forgotten all these things will happen one day. Well, I just pray that things will work well. Another El-Rufai, the other will be El-Rufai, should please try to learn from this, that when God position you in a place of power, do not use that power as, do not equate your power as the God who has given you that power. Dropping of enough housing ministers by Tinubu, well, I don't know why the power minister is still remaining. Well, I don't know the templates Tinubu used in dropping these two people. I think the power minister should be equally shown the way out, because this man has performed woefully in his ministry. And let's go plot. Two drug officers seek justice. Though FG deny coup plot. Since it is established, Nadia was good. Let the wife of these coup plotters watch and pray. Before their husbands enter into this enterprise of coup plotting, they must have known the nitty-gritty of coup plotting. One thing is certain: the world's democracy is better than the military. Under military regime, if they say they arrest somebody for coup plotting, who are you, whether it's your father or it's your mother, that will come out that you want just, in fact, then which means you are still part of the coup plotters. So, but this
all right, Mr. Mike, thank you.
Is better, and people are saying that military.
All right, thank you very much.
I am telling you, Daniel, no one will come out and say that they should deliver this judgment here and there.
Okay, thank you very much. Well, Mr. Mike, learn to manage your time. I've always said this. Stick to your time. 081 40,000 989 070 87 800 989. Hello, good morning.
Hello, Mr. Joe Daniel. Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning, and my sister here. Emmanuel Didon calling from Kumaishi.
All right, Emmanuel Didon, go ahead.
President Tinubu Wellington and Ahmed Kiwa. It's a very welcome development, but what happened to Minister of Power? I was expecting him to start him too, because Nigerians are not getting power. Even the little one that you want, they just totally take it to the rich now, in the name of A and B and whatsoever. The truth is that I already said, she promised that if he did not give us life, then nobody should vote for him. Coming 2037. So, for me, I cannot continue with this heat for 8 good years old. That is just the truth. So, as far as I'm concerned, it's going down coming 2027. Because Nigerians, most of Nigerians, including me, are tired with this administration. Now, they will finally remain in the custody of ICPC until June. It's just unfortunate. You see, I will still tell you that if the Erufai did not receive it, nobody would heard about Erufai. Where is the Yabelo? The same case with Erufai about this alleged corruption. He's even planning to contest for Senate seat coming 2027. What about Okowa and the rest? So all this thing is just a political propaganda against Erufai. But whether they like it or not, Erufai is going to participate in 2027 general election. So for me, they are just deceiving themselves. It's just unfortunate. Now, Kwara State Governor, prove to 80 million naira to the family of a dead soldier. Can those lives come back to life? It's just unfortunate. They should make sure that they protect life and property of Nigeria. That's their own responsibility. Or they resign. They should not be too greedy and selfish to resign from their position if they are failed. Have a good day.
Right, thank you very much. Let's go through comments on our live stream. Let's see. Quickly.
So here are the comments. Engineer Onyami says, "You okay? Greetings and
Well, we didn't take anything that concerns Plateau State, but he says, may God bring peace and unity in Plateau State. Well, we didn't take any headline concerning Plateau State.
The next is Mrs. Uma Olebara. She says, it takes intellect, self-confidence, creativity, commitment, and power to move a nation forward. Do our leaders have what it takes? We need leaders with passion, focus, and vision to move this country forward." Okay, the next is from who?
That's Duza SB Kakura. Let's see to break the time. Okay, so this.
May God help our country to succeed from Duza.
He mentioned something about El-Rufai. He says El-Rufai to remain in custody till June. This is serious. After God, fear government. Okay, well, that's your take.
The one is from Young Gados. Says kudos to Frank Onyeka for winning the championship with Coventry, led by Super Frank Lampard, where they have been promoted to the Premier League for the next season. The next is from Victor Adiba. Things will be okay in Nigeria by the grace of God. Amen. The next is from Abomide Tofik. Trials. El-Rufai may miss ADC primaries nothing but nemesis and karma that is catching up with him, although he is a visionary leader, but some of his dealings lacks pity and human feelings. He should seek for God's forgiveness and that of his creator, and that everything will be fine again. God bless Nigeria. This is Jessie Idika. She's speaking on the sack of Edu. If he was doing well and the economy was doing well, why sack? It shows the economy is bad.
All right, because of time, let me go through the WhatsApp messages. I can see tons of them. All right, this one is from Victor from Juji. He says, where is the problem of Nigeria coming from? I just can't understand my fatherland anymore. This one is quite lengthy. I can't go through it. Joel Gwaza, please, I always talk about, please make it brief and concise, straight to the point. He says, Last Dawn raises the alarm that over 25 million, not 250 million Nigerians. Please, this is why I always say learn to hear the
elderly.
Yes, it's elderly Nigerians. 25 million elderly Nigerians will be living in poverty by 2050. That's very true. And our elites keep borrowing, making us living in severe debt. May God help us. This one's from David Omache in Kamazo. He says, former Kaduna State Governor El-Rufai may miss ADC presidential primaries as his bail applications to be heard in June. This is a big setback for the opposition. Some of us saw it coming. The fear of El-Rufai may be responsible for what is happening. Some political analysts alleged that the freedom of El-Rufai may destabilize the ruling party because of lots of information at his disposal about everyone being a former member of the ruling party. Such may be used as propaganda machinery during campaigns. This one is from Coach Green Soccer Aliyu. He says El-Rufai may miss ADC primaries due to his ongoing trials in Kaduna. We should allow the law to take its course, but it shouldn't be one-sided, because there are people that have done worse than El-Rufai but are moving freely. Mr. Shemang says, should El-Rufai be granted what he didn't grant others while in power because of his immunity? Well, would I see that way? Well, but he says what goes around comes around. He should know that prayers of the relatives of the slain, those sacked from work, and all inimical conducts must be accounted for. And, well, time is not my friend. I can see messages from Barrister Fauzi Garba, Sabu Izi Meganga, I can see Francis from Junction Road. I can see Abdul Ubeli. I can see Adula Adigbite and Akintunde Jacob in television. And I can also see Ayuba from Rimi in Kamazo. The program makes a return tomorrow at exactly 6 a.m. The conductor of Waka Waka, talking about MC Dumboju, is standing by for Waka Waka. And as I always say, let's be patriotic and always say God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. My name is Job Daniel.
And I am Mabel Iduma.
Do have a beautiful and a wonderful Wednesday.
Thank you for participating in the program The Dailies today. The thoughts and opinions stated by our various contributors on this program of Invicta 98.9 FM radio, its website, and or its other social media platforms do not reflect the thoughts and or opinions of the station. Listeners are urged to use their own discernment to draw their own conclusions for a better Nigeria. We emphasize the importance of keeping an open mind and not misconstruing the headlines.